It's me, Sailor Moon. It's me, Sailor Mini Moon here. And today we're going to talk about, well, yeah, what are we going to talk about? Alright, so, you know, we're going to talk about this one thing we always think we should talk about, but don't really know how to do it. Alright, so, anyway, you know how how you have haters, and haters will always say things like they got their thoughts and beliefs on things. Well, the haters always think that we should have cleaned our films. They think we need to shift our films or clean our films or whatever they believe we need to do to our films. You know? And even when we did do it, and why we don't shift or edit or whatever you want to call it is that it's always too hard to work. It takes too much time, and we think our films are lifelike the way they are. Now, this gets us to one of our new things, old thing. Now, there might be some folks out there thinking, oh, well, if you would clean out your films and shift your films and whatever, you would get more folks watching them and you would get more folks following you. Well, there is no truth to that. You know, you can't say that the only grounds to why someone gets a lot of followers and watch time is the cleaning and the shifting of their films and nothing else. I mean, it has to be what they named their film and what their film's about that makes folks want to watch it. You know? Now, a lot of folks out there, and it's always the haters that got their thoughts and beliefs go, oh, that this is wrong to do it. Now, we made a lot of films over the years talking about why we don't shift our films, why we don't clean them, because the tools are too hard to work. They are. It's not as smooth as you think. You know, I mean, let's look at Microsoft or Smallsoft Filmmaker, when Microsoft or Smallsoft Windows Filmmaker. You know, it really only seemed to be good at making your films darker, making them brighter. You want to put beginning, middle, and end sheet to your film or something like that. It would take, if you want to cut something out, you can, but you choose not to do it. At the end of the day, it'll besmirch your film, and it would take too long to fillet any shifts you made to your film. Then, you know, once you did cut something out, there was no way to bring the two halves of the film back together. There was no way. The only thing you could do was hit undo, which actually just brought your whole film back to the way it was before you shifted anything out in it. Now, I know there are going to be folks out there, and then, well, Sailor Moon, can I go on? Sure. Alright, Sailor Mini Moon. And then there was the ArcSoft tools, ArcSoft Film for Layer, ArcSoft Web Shooter Friend, and they were really just a step down from the Microsoft stuff or the Smallsoft tool. But at least with it, you could make your films brighter and darker, and a beginning, middle, and end sheet to your film. But you couldn't cut nothing out. Even when you hit the little blade snap, nothing would happen. So that was broke there. But at least they would fillet your film fast. And the same thing for ArcSoft Film for Layer. Same thing, it would fillet your film fast. And then then the last one we ever worked with was called Cyberlink Film for Layer, or Cyberlink or Interweb Link, you know, Might Showrunner, which at the end of the day, the one we got was broken, didn't do nothing except film, and you really couldn't even shift anything out of it. So don't tell us how film shifting tools are friends. And I know there's going to be someone out there who's going to say, oh, well, what about the YouTube one? The YouTube one is really even lower down than the other ones. The only thing it's really good at is putting an end sheet to your film, and that's it. If you're asking it to make things brighter or darker, if you want to cut things up, put things in, you're asking too much. And if you think that Microsoft or SmallSoft or LittleSoft, whatever you want to call it, if you think that UnseenSoft's newer one was probably just as fucked up and hard to work as the ones that came before it. And I know there's going to be someone out there saying, oh, what about the Apple iFilm? The Apple Macintosh iFilm? Or how about Macicam or Sony Vegas? Or how about VLC? Yeah, well, you know, our VLC is only good at playing films. If we seek to get it to do anything else beyond playing films, we'd be asking way too much. Or Final Cut. Well, Final Cut's a fucked up one too. It doesn't really do anything outstanding either. Oh, yeah. Last Cut's a fucked up one. Well, you're right, Sailor Mini Moon. At the end of the day, it just takes too much time to fuck around with the tool. Takes too long to fillet a fit. Takes too long to fillet any shift you made to your film. And in some saying it's not as outstanding as everyone makes it out to be. You know, we just want to make our film, get it up there. We don't have all this time to fuck around with every film shifting tool there is. Some that are free and some that are not. They're too hard to work. You know, the Microsoft one was fucked with shit. So is the ArcSoft, and so is Cyberlink. All three of them. SmallSoft, Interweb Link, all of them, the ones we worked with, are clutter. All they are fucked up, bad tools, and I don't really see why anyone would want to work with any film shifting tool at all. I don't. And if that makes my films unwatchable to some folks, well, that's their fault. That's their belief. At the end of the day, we're going to do what we're going to do. Yeah, you're right about that, Sailor Moon. And at the end of the day, yeah, you're right about that. Alright, Sailor Moon. At the end of the day, you're right about that, Sailor Moon. And there's really nothing I can do about my things wiggling and my films clearing my throat. So that's why we don't shift our films out or clean them, because the tools are too hard to work, and they end up doing a lot more harm to your film than they end up doing good to your film. And we don't got any time to fuck around with them. So that's why we don't work with any film shifting tool. We don't shift our films or clean them or edit. That's a Latin borrowed word. The English word is be to shift. So that's it. If you like this film, then follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life, or watch our last film over here. We'll see you later. Goodbye.